Hi guys, welcome to this Vlaanderen Classic briefing. As usual, you'll be on narrow roads, you'll climb steep cobblestone hills, and you'll fight for a place as best you can. We're here for victory today. I'm counting on you to do your utmost. The objective is victory and nothing else. I'm counting on you. We don't give up, and we give it our all right to the end.
Hello and welcome to all. Welcome to the start of one of the monuments of the cycling season, the Vlaanderen Classic. It's a race for true specialists, with its narrow roads, cobblestone hills and never-ending changes of direction. This Belgian classic only crowns a highly talented rider. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The front of the race is approaching the first two cobblestone sectors of the day. A small appetizer before getting down to the serious business in 100 kilometers or so. The riders are coming to the first feed zone. The race will then enter a more intense phase, with the appearance of the first short climbs along the riders' route.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
New hill in sight. The Korte Keer, 1,000 metres at 6.4%. No cobblestones on this hill, though. The riders can take advantage of a well-tarmacked road. Another hill, the Wolvenberg, Only 650 metres, but an average slope of almost 8%. At the top, the riders will be straight onto a cobblestone sector that is 1,500 metres long. The front of the race now begins the ascent of the Berendries, 950 metres at 7%. The next hill, Ten Bosse, lies within the municipality of Brakel. It is one of the rare hills that sits inside a town. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The riders will soon be at the Mecca of cycling, the Muur van Gerardsbergen. Now that it sits far from the finish, its role as final arbiter, climbed inside the final kilometres, no longer a but it still remains a strategic location that could decide the race.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The second feed zone is in sight for the front of the race. Serious business will soon begin with a succession of closely spaced hills. The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilised.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
Now the Canarieberg stands before the riders. 1 kilometre on an average slope of 6.5%. From the top, the riders will drop down into the town of Kluisbergen for a second ascent to the Oude Kvaremont.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. Now it's the Paterberg, the shortest hill on the route. Only 360 metres, but also the steepest with its average slope of 12.9%.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The riders are at the foot of the daunting Koppenberg, 600 metres at an average of 12% and a maximum slope of 22%, a real wall. The race will now take to the final cobblestone sector on the route. It has the particularity of harbouring a hill that sits in the middle of the sector, the Steenbeek Dries. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometres. It won't be long before the riders are at the Kruisberg, the longest hill on the route. That will leave the Oude-Kvaremont-Paterberg sequence on which to land a killer blow before reaching the finishing line in Oudenaarde.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb.
The Kruisberg is 2.5 kilometres long, an average of only 5%, but after 240 kilometres in the saddle, it will surely appear too much for many riders.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Collective fall. It may create gaps. A teammate is down, but it's too close to the finish for help.
Here we go! Here we go! Oh yeah! Come on, you do it! Come on now!
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. Only 20 kilometres left for the men in front. Only the Oude-Kvaremont and the Paterberg remain for them to sort out a hierarchy and avoid a sprint finish.
He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings.
He's trying to get out. Watch out!
Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Lâchez rien! Allez les gars! Courage! Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars!
A lone rider goes over the top of the Oude-Kvaremont. Now on towards the Paterberg.
mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The last hill of the day, the Paterberg. At the top, there will be 13 kilometers before the finishing line is reached. At the top of the Paterberg, nobody's been able to put one over on his opponents.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
Only 10 kilometers left now. It's flat all the way to the line. He's moving onto the attack. He's turning the screw. Final kilometre for the man at the front. Well done to him. It will be a solo victory.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want an ovation for the champion who is about...
Hi guys, welcome to this Paris-Roubaix briefing. Do I really need to talk about the profile? I think everybody knows it. 200.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to one of the main events of the cycling season, the mythical Paris-Roubaix. With its flat terrain and numerous cobbled sectors, this classic offers an atypical route where a rider's condition is as important as luck if he is to hope for victory. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. With more than 260 kilometers on the menu, it takes qualities of extraordinary endurance to hope for a win today. The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. The peloton has caught up. The time gap with the head of the race is stable. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. And we're off. The riders are onto the first sector. Number 28, from Traville to Inchy, 2,200 meters of cobblestones. The riders are now on sector 27. They will be very quickly onto the next sector, since there's barely 2 kilometers between the end of the first one and the beginning of the next. Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. At the end of the next sector, the riders will reach the first feed zone. A few moments of rest before facing the remaining 23 sectors. Here we go again. From Vertin to Saint-Martin-sur-Écaillon, a 2,300 meter sector is awaiting the riders. If the first sectors have already scattered the peloton, the race between the favourites should only start from the trench of Arenberg, a mythical sector that is entered 95 kilometers from the finish. The next sector is approaching for the front of the race. This is the first in a sequence of 3 sectors that will come one straight after the other, making for almost 6 kilometers of road without tarmac. The breakaway is losing ground. In less than 10 kilometers, the first riders will be onto the trench of Arenberg, first key sector for the favourites of this Paris-Roubaix. But beforehand, they will have to cross the demanding Haveluy to Wallers sector, classified as 4 stars. The next sector, from Wallers to Helême, also known as the Pont Gibus, in honour of twice Paris-Roubaix winner Gilbert Duclos-Lassalle, is 1,600 meters long and is classified as difficulty level 3 out of 5. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The approaching sector from Warlin to Brillion is 2,400 meters long. When they exit, the riders will have no time for a breather, because there's hardly 1 kilometer before they hit the next sector. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers. Sector 13 for the front of the race, 1,400 meters. It's now the turn of the Orchy sector to welcome the riders, 1,700 meters of cobblestone. In a few kilometers, it will be another key moment for the race, with the Mont-Pével sector. However, before that, the 4-star sector 11 will have to be crossed. Sector 11 has begun, 2,700 meters from Auchy-les-Orchy to Bercy. The race is entering the final 50 kilometers, and the next sector is none other than Mont-Pével. Classified as a difficulty 5 and 3 kilometers long, this sector is often described as an ordeal. When it's over, some riders will certainly be eliminated from the list of prospective winners. The leading riders are now onto a short sector, 700 meters between Mérigny and Avelin. The next sector from Pont-Thibault to Ennevelin is 1,400 meters long and carries a 3-star level of difficulty.
Continue comme ça.
Continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
A 2-star sector is now on the menu. The difficulty of the sectors will then increase until the Carrefour de l'Arc.
guys, yeah, here we go, here we go. Continuez comme ça. Bravo, les gars. Bravo, les gars. Allez, allez.
Allez les gars,
Gut so.
continuez comme ça.
Haut rein, Leute.
Less than 30 kilometres to go now for the head of the race, and another 6 sectors to cross.
Allez, les gars,
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres. The next 2 sectors, classified as 3 stars, are only 1 kilometre apart. The riders won't have time for a breather. A decent puncher with a good turn of speed, Christophe Laporte is an all-rounder who can take the initiative by attacking on a climb, or who can come out on top in a sprint finish. The riders are now heading towards the Confins-Pével and Carrefour de l'Arbre sectors, both often proving decisive for final victory.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite. Allez, on continue les gars.
The front of the race is now entering the Confins-Pével sector. The riders will then head straight onto the Carrefour de l'Arbre, the final 5-star sector in the race. Bunched peloton. Now it's the Carrefour de l'Arbre. With its 5-star difficulty, this is the last sector that really provides a chance to hurt one's opponents. Very often, the first rider out of this sector goes on to win in Roubaix. Penultimate sector for the leading riders. There's only one sector left for the rider at the front.
Allez les gars, courage. Les voilà.
Macht Dampf, Jungs!
Ihr
on, guys.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Here's the last sector, 1,400 metres from Willems to Hen. When it's done, there will only be 6 kilometres left before reaching the velodrome.
Here we go!
Go on, guys.
Ihr schafft das! Gut so!
30 seconds lead for the head of the race. Another 5 kilometres for the lead rider. He mustn't let up because he doesn't have much of a lead. The race leaders are into the velodrome. Victory will come down to a sprint. It's the Carrefour de l'Arbre. With its 5-star difficulty, this is the last sector that really provides a chance to hurt one's opponents. Very often, the first rider out of this sector goes on to win in Roubaix. Penultimate sector for the leading rider. There's only one sector left for the rider at the front.
Bravo les gars! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Lâchez rien, allez.
Gut so! Haut rein, Leute!
Here we go! Come on, guys!
Come on, guys!
Allez, 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 allez. On continue les gars.
Haut rein! Haut rein! Ihr schafft
Continue
das!
comme ça.
Verdammt,
Allez
Jungs!
les gars.
Allez les gars, courage!
Here's the last sector, 1,400 metres from Willems to Hen. When it's done, there will only be 6 kilometres left before reaching the velodrome.
Allez, courage les gars.
Allez plus vite!
Verdammt, Jungs! Gut so! Haut rein, Leute!
There are only 5 kilometres left for the men in front. There's a good chance of a sprint in the velodrome.
Verdammt, Jungs!
The man in front is into the velodrome. One more lap and it's the finish.
Go on! You mustn't give up! Keep a cool head. You can win it in the sprint.
Ladies and gentlemen, I...
Hi guys, welcome to this Liège-Bastogne-Liège briefing.
Hello and welcome to Belgium for one of the most eagerly awaited classics of the year, Liège-Bastogne-Liège. With its very demanding route that takes in numerous short climbs, this monument is the holy grail for all punchers.
Guys, La Doyenne may be one for the punches, but it's also and especially about freshness in the closing kilometers. You've got to keep plenty in the tank for the final climbs and make no unnecessary exertions. Otherwise you'll pay the price straight away.
It's the first climb of the day, the Côte de la Roche-en-Ardenne. Of course, it's far too early to see an attack by any of the favourites.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The front of the race is now going through Bastogne, from where the riders turn back towards Liège. There are 150 kilometers left in the race. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The riders are now going through Vielsalm, a town that marks a new phase in the race, because from now on, climbs will come one after the other, right to the finish. A new difficulty along the rider's way with the Côte de Vannes. 3.6 kilometers on an average slope of 5.1%.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The riders will be able to take a feed and have a quick breather before starting on the final portion of the race. And its 4 remaining difficulties: the Col du Maquisard, Côte de la Redoute, Côte des Forges, and the Roche au Faucon.
Come on, lads. We'll soon be at La Redoute. Stay up front because it's narrow and you've got to be well placed. Go on. Hang on in there.
The breakaway goes over the top at La Redoute. They've got a little under 40 kilometers until the finishing line. Romain Bardet is one of the climbers who can compete on the global stage. He's a good climber and puncher. And it's best for his opponents that they keep an eye on him and not give him too much leeway, because he's not just good going up, he's also one of the best descenders in the peloton. There are 2 obstacles left on the menu: the Côte des Forges and the Côte de la Roche au Faucon. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Bravo, les gars!
Go, go!
Allez, les gars, courage! Lâchez rien! Allez! Here we go! Here we go!
Allez les gars.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out!
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
Penultimate difficulty of the day for the head of the race: the Côte des Forges. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. There's only the Roche au Faucon to be climbed, and no rider has managed to shake off his opponents. The suspense is overwhelming. The Roche au Faucon is an ideal climb on which to place a decisive attack. However, it requires a sustained effort to avoid falling away on the falls flat that leads to the descent into Liège. The Rochefoucauld didn't see any rider make a getaway, but there's still a long rising false flat on which to edge clear. If that doesn't do it, it's likely to be decided in a sprint. The road is now free of climbs. The riders will soon be onto the big boulevards, and so it will be almost impossible to surprise one's opponents. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
Here we go! Here we go! Keep pushing!
Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
Weiter so, Jungs! Gut so! Haut rein, Leute!
He's moving onto the attack.
Here we go! Here we go!
Only 5 kilometres left. Victory in this Liège-Bastogne-Liège will come down to a sprint. He's turning the screw.
Over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want an ovation.
Well done, lads. Congratulations. Hi, guys. Welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today you are faced...
A new rider is now ready on the ramp for this individual time trial. A few more seconds until he sets off. Come on, let's give him some encouragement.
Come on, don't set off flat out. It's a very steep climb. Take time to find your rhythm. If you've got something left in the tank at the end, you can accelerate. Come on, you mustn't panic, and you've got to manage your effort. Try to keep it steady. Go! Stay focused! You've got the job half done. Go on! Go! Dig deep! Go! Go! Come on, only 1 kilometer left. You're into the highest percentage. Hang on in there. It's all in the mind. Don't give up. Come on, it's almost over. Go right to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. He's in sparkling form. He will climb onto the podium. He's amongst the leading. He's in sparkling.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win. We hit the ground running, and tomorrow we'll have the honour of defending the yellow jersey. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometres should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger. We're amongst the outsiders for the stage win, but the odds are fairly open, and we can hope for more than a top 5 place if we play our cards right.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. The route that takes the riders to Saint-Étienne harbours no major climbs, but it's far from flat. It's a topography that could favour the baroudeurs.
Today's stage is going to be tiring, lads. You're going to have to keep something for the last 20 kilometers. There's a strong chance of attacks on the final climb. Have a good stage. The others are f***ed up because you're not making enough effort. They'll no doubt try and drop you.
Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
It is important to relay a minimum during a breakaway, so that everyone agrees to cooperate. But be careful not to do too much in order to save some strength for the finish.
The front runners will soon be on to the first ascension of the day, a third category climb offering 2 points and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Okay, I'll protect him.
Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, courage les gars.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. You're the most dangerous in the breakaway, the yellow jersey. just lost the top spot in the climber standings, guys. That isn't good. This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometers.
The next difficulty, just like the previous one, is listed as second category. There will thus be 5, 3, 2, and 1 points to be claimed for the mountains classification.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The breakaway is passing through the feed zone.
I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Continuez comme ça.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. He'll be... the new polka dot jersey. He can no longer be caught today.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
A lone rider goes over the top for the last classified climb.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
"10 kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. I'm counting on you to win the stage and strengthen our hold on the green jersey."
The front of the race is at the foot of the unclassified ascent, the final climb of the day.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Continuez comme ça.
He's trying to get out of the peloton, watch out. He's trying to get out, watch out. It's a lone rider who noses down towards the finish in Saint-Etienne. It will be a solo victory. The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Go on, another push. You can do it. Go on, right to the end.
A few minutes ago, he was first. We can say that he's in sparkling form, and you can clap it. He's amongst the leading riders. He will climb onto the podium.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger.
Hello to all. With a final portion over irregular terrain and a finish at the top of the climb, there's no doubt that the punchers will be eyeing victory on this stage. But let's not totally exclude the sprinters. The fittest of them should be able to manage the short climbs on the final stretch.
Continuez comme ça. Courage, allez.
The beginning of the stage is really flat, guys. Apart from the Borough, nothing much should happen. Keep as much strength as you can for the final 40 kilometers. If they merge, it will make too big of a breakaway. The peloton prefers to ride and claw back those in front. Don't let the counterattack catch up. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Wearing the jersey implies certain responsibilities. Team members must ensure the tempo of the race, and they, therefore, tire more. That is why it is sometimes better not to take the overall lead too early, in order to avoid tiring one's team. You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey.
Okay, I'll protect him.
It's you who has the most mountain points within the lead group. Riders are already being dropped at the back of the peloton. It won't be a great day for them. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
Allez les gars, continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Courage, on continue. Ouais. Allez les gars, continuez. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, allez. Allez, allez, on lâche. Courage. Continue.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom. This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometers. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Allez les gars.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Now it's the decisive passage of this stage with the Col de Brosse climb. It may be a bit early to try to get the way over the front of the race, but now's the time to up the tempo in order to cause problems for the sprinters.
Okay, I'll protect him.
The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. Got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it. Today. Keep it up. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. "15 kilometers from the finish for the group at the front." So there's a little over 10 kilometers left, and it will be uphill all the way. There won't be any steep gradients because there's nothing over 4%, but it's enough to encourage attacks. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
There's an attack. Watch out, guys. It's up to us to control the race.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
We are the... virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Only 5 kilometres left for the men in front. He's trying to get out. Watch out! Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
There's only 1 kilometre to go for the men at the front. They'll have to settle it with a sprint.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. He's in sparkling form. He's amongst the leading. He's in sparkling form. He will climb onto the
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obvious. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. Today, there's a long time trial on the program. Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a specialist of the discipline. Given our lead in the general classification, we're going to have to go all
We now welcome the leader of the race onto the ramp for this individual time trial. He'll do his utmost to produce the best time and retain his jersey. Come on, let's give him a cheer.
There's quite a long time trial on the menu. Don't overdo it. The final 10 kilometers are over a rising false flat. That's where you're going to have to keep up the pace. Go! Come on, try to stay as aero as possible. There are hardly any bends. It's uphill for a bit. Try not to lose any speed. Go, go! Go, go! Stick to the tempo! Come on, stay in the right position. The first time check is in 1 kilometer. We'll see how well you've managed this first part. You've got the best intermediate time. Go, go! You're in with a chance of victory, but be careful to save something for the finish. That's good, you're doing well. Keep something for the last 10 kilometers.
Allez, vas-y.
Continue comme ça. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, plus vite. Allez.
Come on, still another 20 kilometers. Stay focused.
Allez.
Allez.
You're at the halfway point. Go, go!
Allez, plus vite.
Continue.
Watch out, you're coming up to a right-hand bend.
Continue comme ça. Allez, plus vite.
Now there are a few more bends. Watch your trajectory.
Hop.
on. We're coming to the second intermediate time check. We'll see what the time looks like. Go!
Allez, vas-y. Vas-y, allez, allez, allez.
Go on, that's good. You're setting a good time. Keep it up. You've only got 10 kilometers left to go. Almost all of it is on a rising false flat. This is where things will be decided. Go, go! Come on! No relaxing! You're coming to a bend that goes right, then left. Watch out!
Hop, hop, hop. Allez, vas-y. On est avec toi. Allez, 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 allez. Allez, on lâche rien.
Allez, plus vite.
Allez, allez, allez.
You're coming to an 800-meter rise. If you've got anything left, ride out of the saddle. Go, go! Come on, lad. Less than 5 kilometers to go.
Allez, plus vite.
Come on. Now it's flat all the way to the finish. Go on. Give it everything to the line. Go, go! It's almost over. Grip those teeth. Go on. Another kilometer. Stick at it. To the end. 500 meters.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls. He will climb onto the podium. He's amongst the leading riders this year. He tops the standings. He's amongst the leading riders.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. It'll be important to pick up maximum points to consolidate our top spot for the green jersey. We can win this. I'm counting on you to control the race. Come on. Today, it's ours. Have a good stage, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We should witness a very uncertain race today. The final circuit around Saint-Just-Saint-Rambert should favour the punchers. However, it may not be difficult enough to fully eliminate the sprinters from stage victory.
Come on, guys. Up front straight away. It climbs from the start.
There's plenty of movement. New attack. The riders are leaving Valence and are at the foot of the first difficulty of the day, the Col de l'Héris, a climb of a little over 10 kilometres.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The riders up front are widening the gap, but not dangerous.
When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favour a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway.
Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça les gars! Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars! Allez, continue! Allez les gars!
Continuez comme ça. Allez.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. They're riding hard behind. This isn't... the moment to relax.
Allez les gars, courage!
We've just lost the top spot in the climber stand. Guys, that isn't good.
His pace is not really an asset, and so, instead, he must rely on his capabilities as a ruler puncher to gain the upper hand. The next king of the mountain summit is ranked as in third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification. Even if it doesn't get to raise his arms that often, Jack Haig is a climber who's regularly well placed. It's best to keep an eye on him in mountain stages. His role is to ride to set up his sprinter's train.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
Allez les gars, courage.
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage!
Lâchez rien, allez. Allez plus vite, comme ça.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
Continue comme ça.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
Watch out! You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow up. Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
The next difficulty is listed as a category 4. There will be only 1 point to be scored towards the best climber classification.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. Chance for the riders to stock up on energy for the rest of the stage. Here's a quick reminder on the point system. The first 15 to pass the intermediate sprint score points towards the green jersey. The first scores 20 points.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The peloton is starting to ride behind you. It looks like he doesn't want yet another rider at the head of the race. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The front of the race is onto the final circuit. The riders will cross the finishing line twice before fighting it out for victory. The race leaders are crossing the finishing line for the first time. They have 2 laps of the circuit remaining.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
There will be 1 point to be gleaned at the top of the climb for the best climber classification. The breakaway is beginning the final lap of the circuit. A few more kilometers before knowing today's winner. It's a lone rider who's hurtling towards the finishing line. There's everything left to play for. He's only got a few seconds lead over his pursuers. Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
I'll put in a big acceleration.
The yellow jersey is attacking behind you.
The red pennant. The sprint is on. Today's victory is for a sprinter.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's in sparkling. We can say he's amongst the... He tops the stat.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. We retain the green jersey. At least that's... Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. I'm not too worried. I think we're able to win the stage, outdistancing the other...
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The presence of the Col du Mont Noir on the rider's route could do some serious damage and establish a sort of hierarchy as to contenders for final victory. To put it plainly, a stage during which the favourites can leave nothing to chance.
Hey lads, Le Mont Noir is the main challenge of the day. It's a bit too far from the finish to try something solo, but it could allow you to whittle down the field. You'll have to be tough.
New attack behind.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front.
The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Continuez comme ça! Lancez rien!
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Allez plus vite!
We're on to Hillier Roads, lads. 70 kilometers before reaching the foot of Le Mont Noir. The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have Team Com. The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you. The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you. got a 1-minute lead over the yellow jersey. You're 1 minute ahead of the yellow jersey.
The first difficulty of the day is classified as 4th category. A fairly easy starter for the riders. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The riders are approaching the feed zone.
For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway. The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage.
The yellow jersey group is one. Minute from the head of the race. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. The yellow jersey has just joined up to the lead group.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. We're professional leaders. Come on, keep at it. He'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try. You're 30 seconds ahead of the favorites group. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars, courage! Les voilà!
It's your teammate who's the most dangerous for the overall standings in the breakaway.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, allez les gars,
We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up.
Continuez comme ça. Lâchez rien. Allez. Allez les gars, courage.
allez les gars.
Oh le beau. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
Bravo les gars. Bravo, bravo. Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, courage, on continue les gars. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars.
The first ride to the top of the pass scores 20 points in the polka dot jersey classification.
Allez les gars. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Go, go, go. Super.
Les gars. Non mollate! Grandissima vittoria! On y va, on y va, on y va! Allez, allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça! Grandissima vittoria!
Allez les gars, courage.
Watch out, lads. The end of the climb and the start of the descent are over narrow roads. Stay focused.
Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the summit. We'll have to do our utmost to score points if we don't want to fall behind on the climber standings. The leader was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. He's chasing after you. You must hold out. Go, go!
There's about 20 kilometers to the finishing line, and most of that is uphill. It's a real finale for the strong men. The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
You still have 10 kilometers to make up some time.
Allez, courage les gars, allez,
The front of the race is beginning the ascent towards Lens-en-Vercors, a little under 5 kilometers before we know today's winner.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to ride out of the saddle for much longer. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
At 3 kilometers from the finish, there are still several potential stage winners.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Less than 2 kilometers from the finish. Final kilometer for the men at the front.
Watch out! You will soon have no more energy to attack. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can say that everything he's inspired. He tops the standings and he will climb onto the podium.
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if...
Hello and welcome to all. This stage is a key rendezvous for the general classification favourites. With the Col de la Biche, the Grand Colombier and the Mont du Chat, there are no less than 3 all-category climbs on the menu. With a total of 4,600 metres of vertical gain, there's no doubt that this stage is crucial in the fight for the yellow jersey. There will be no observation round today. The riders will be in the thick of it from the first kilometre, with the successive climbs of the Côte de Nerol and the Col de Berentin. 2 difficulties classified as third category. New attack behind.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
If the stage can have important consequences for the general classification, it can also have a significant impact on the standings for the polka dot jersey. Indeed, with 3 all-category passes on the programme, a rider who was first over each of them would pick up a maximum of 75 points.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Lâchez rien, allez!
riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. They're pulling the peloton. He must be interested in a stage win, because his teammates are setting the pace for the peloton.
Comme ça. Allez les gars, continue. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars. Voilà.
He is the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Les voilà. Allez les gars. Allez, allez. Courage. Continue.
He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings.
The riders are beginning the ascent of the first. All category climb of the day, the Col de la Biche, just over 10 kilometres of effort with an average slope of 9%.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have team comm.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, courage, on continue les gars. Allez, continuez comme ça. Courage, on continue les gars.
Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars, allez les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Bravo les gars. Les voilà. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, les voilà. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Courage, on continue.
For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Les voilà! Les gars! Laissez rien les gars! Allez! 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 Allez les gars, courage! Les voilà!
Allez les gars, courage.
Les voilà!
Allez les gars, on continue comme
Bravo
ça.
les gars! Allez les gars!
Lâchez rien, plus vite.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Courage! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
There will be points for the first 8 to the top of the mountain pass. The first will pocket 20 points, while the 8th will only pick up 2 points.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Les voilà les gars! Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Allez, courage les gars.
Laissez rien les gars!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars! Courage! Allez, courage! On continue les gars! Allez les gars! Courage! Bravo les gars! Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça les gars! On va avec vous! Allez les gars! Lâchez rien! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Lâchez rien! Allez les gars!
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça.
After the summit, it doesn't drop away immediately. But once the descent has begun, you'll very quickly be at the foot of the Grand Colombier.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça.
His teammates are taking things in hand behind the breakaway. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The ascent of the Grand Colombia has begun, a climb that could do some serious damage.
Continuez comme ça!
Allez, lâchez rien, allez! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Bravo les gars! Bravo les gars! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, continuez comme ça! Allez, courage, on continue! Continuez comme ça!
Guys, the most difficult percentages are next. Courage. It's the same for everybody.
Les gars, c'est bien. Les voilà. Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Continuez comme ça! Voilà! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! On y va, on y va,
The first riders are onto the steepest slopes. It's a real wall that they have to face in the middle of a climb.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
There will be 20, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2 points to be shared out at the summit for the best climber classification.
Allez les gars, courage.
Courage, on continue.
Comme ça.
Allez les gars,
Continuez comme ça.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez, allez, allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage. Les voilà. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars, c'est
Courage, on continue. Allez. Plus vite, plus vite.
allez plus vite, plus vite.
Courage, on continue.
Courage, on continue.
Allez, on lâche rien. Courage, on continue.
Allez, allez. Bravo. Allez, allez, allez.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The gap isn't changing much. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The SKPs will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Before beginning the final all-category pass, the riders must first scale the Côte de Jongieu, classified as third category.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. The Mont du Chat, with its 9 kilometers of slope at an average of over 10%, will surely decide the day. Even if the finish is not at the top, it will be difficult to make up ground on the descent leading into Chambéry.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with you. Acceleration! You've got to try and follow him.
The first rider to the top of the pass scores 20 points in the polka dot jersey classification.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, courage. Les voilà. Les voilà. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
And the descent is on.
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Only 10 kilometres left for the group at the front.
Plus vite.
At the bottom of the descent, there will be a little over 10 kilometres before the finishing line in Chambéry.
He's chasing after you. You must hold out. Go, go! Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Allez, plus vite.
Only 10 kilometres left for the head of the race. The road to Chambéry is now totally flat.
Attack behind you.
Vas-y, continue, continue.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
Allez, 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 allez.
'Acceleration. You've got to try and follow him. He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays.
Three kilometres left, and for the moment, no one's managed to get away on his own. Victory will perhaps be decided in the sprint. Only 2 kilometres to ride for the men in the lead. We're heading towards a sprint. The red pennant for the men at the front. It will be decided in the sprint.
Come on, give it everything you've got. Believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. He's in sparkling form. We can say that he's in sparkling form. He will climb onto the podium.
Well done, guys. We were aiming for a podium place, and you did the job. I'm satisfied. It's the final stage, guys. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. We'll have to keep awake for the polka dot jersey. There are enough points at stake for us to lose first place.
Hello and welcome to all. With such prestigious names as the Croix de Fer, the Telegraph and the Galibier, it is clear that climbers will be thinking about stage victory today. Some may even have ambitions to overturn the general classification. Or on the contrary, the desire to confirm their supremacy. The breakaway can't widen the gap.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The Croix de Fer is undoubtedly the first big challenge of the day. The 24-kilometre climb will see plenty of riders being dropped. The race leaders will be able to take a short breather. The road goes downhill for 2 kilometers before starting to rise again. One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The breakaway can't widen the gap. The riders will once again descend on their way to the top. A brief moment of respite before climbing the final kilometers of the Croix de Fer.
The race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. Stay awake on the way down, guys. It's quite technical. It's not worth taking unnecessary risks. There's still a long way to go. New leader for the climber standings. It's not a problem because it stays in the team. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
The yellow jersey has caught up with the head of the race. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The first riders have finished the descent of the Croix de Fer. A few kilometers to be covered in the valley, with a feed zone and the intermediate sprint before attacking the ascent of the Col de Telegraphe.
First riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
The first riders are leaving Saint-Michel-de-Maurienne and are starting the Col de Telegraphe ascent. With the Galibier just afterwards, they've got 30 kilometers of climbing to do. The gap isn't changing much. There will be 10 points to be gleaned for the mountain standings at the top of the Telegraph. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The front of the race begins the ascent of the Galibier. It's a highly erratic climb. Percentages vary greatly, and it's very difficult to find the right pace. An ascension for thoroughbred climbers. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The riders will soon be at a spot called Plan Lachat, a short shelf which the riders should try to make the most of before beginning the final section of the Galibier, much more difficult. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
You're 30 seconds ahead of the favourites group. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're ahead of the group with the favourites by 30 seconds. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. He's chasing after you. You must hold out. Go! Go! You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
One kilometre from the summit, and one man has managed to put tarmac between himself and the other riders, who must now give his all to go over the top alone.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
Only 20 kilometres left for the stage leader. The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway.
Five kilometres from the finish.
Lâchez rien, allez! Lâchez rien, allez! Lâchez rien! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Allez les gars, courage! Bravo! Bravo les gars!
There are 3 kilometres left for the lead riders. Despite the mountainous profile of the stage, they will have to fight it out in the sprint.
Allez, 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 les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, on continue! Continuez comme ça!
Less than 2 kilometres from the finish. The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
You're going to beat them!
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him. He's amongst the leading riders this year. He's amongst the leading riders this year. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey. He will climb onto the podium.
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a